today I'm going to do a mod review. It's a mod that I've owned for a long time. You've probably seen me use it. It's the Chuck. I've never gave it a proper review, but today I'm going to. Mine is an older style Chuck, so granted they have probably changed a lot, but the switch is still the same. I think the whole system, it's more or less the same. I've looked at them. The only difference is maybe how he does the paint. Now, at one point in time I sent mine back in and I got a new recoat of a clear paint over my stickers, because this is how he was doing them. I'm pretty sure it's the same now. I'm looking on the monitor. Mine is a Donald Duck, Donald's Better Self. If you ever remember this episode, it was when Donald was on his way to school but decided to go with the devil and go fishing and smoking tobacco instead of doing the right thing, which in the end he chose the right thing and go away from tobacco. So in a way, this E-Cig is a tribute to me going to the right direction of the good. I really like Donald Duck. He's always been my favorite. Now it does come with different ends. When you order it, you can say I want a 510, 901, or 801, or at least you used to be able to. I'm pretty sure you still can. I like it using 801. Sometimes I've used it with a 510. I don't use this mod that often though, and that is because of the switch. It's not that it's bad. It goes off every time you fire. It kind of bugs my fingers. I like switches more like the BB. I wish it was on there. I don't know why he hasn't switched to something like that, but he hasn't. He actually likes to switch. They're really dirt cheap. They're made of copper. The tube is. Can't see it. It goes all the way down. This is a copper tube, and it hits a plate down there. And then there's your switch. Which the switch is easy to fix. You just unscrew this end, pull it out, and replace it. It's about $1 or $2 at Radio Shack to get the switch. The ends, they used to be brass. I'm pretty sure they still are. Brass is the less conductive out of all of them, and copper is the most. So when you say that copper is the most conductive, it makes us hit harder. It's kind of illogical because it has to go through the brass end cap first. So really, you're smoking on a brass E-Cig, because the lowest geometry, the lowest of the low is going to affect all of it. It's the same way as a computer. The lowest, slowest part of it affects the rest of it. Things like the silver bullet, it has been highly discussed of why the silver bullet hit less than the Chuck does, and the reason is the spring. Some springs are more conductive than other springs, and the Chuck just happens to have a really conductive spring. So you get about a volt more than you would off a silver bullet. They fixed that with the hot spring though, however. Now, when you use your Chuck, the big deal is putting it in your pocket. That switch is always going to go off, no matter what. So what you do is you have your atomizer on here. See, I'm vaping, right? Now you should take this all the way off, but you can just turn it a couple of times, and sometimes it still will hit. Oh, that's because I undid that. I undid it a couple times. Nothing. I always check before I put it in my pocket like this. That way it won't go off. Then you just tighten it back down when you want to use it. This is 3.7. But you can use it 6 volts. I'm just out of batteries at the moment because I use non-rechargeable 6 volt or 3 volt batteries nowadays. So Chuck, it is a good e-cigarette. I have to admit, I really like it. It's the style. It's great to have as a desk object because you can have your own graphics. But granted, you can order custom stickers off the internet, put them on your Silver Bullet or other mods and have the same look. However, you're not going to have this clear coat of paint. And he had trouble finding a paint that wouldn't smear it. So if you want to do it yourself, you want to do it yourself. If you want to order it and have it done for you, it's good. It's a nice slick model. He does have a good overfill, so every once in a while it gets full and it doesn't run all the way down. It actually gives you a place where you could say in this cup and pour the nicotine off. So it's good. A lot of people love the chuck. A lot of people recommend it. It is good, but there are others that I would prefer more. I'm going to use the chuck today. I haven't used it in a while, and that's because of the switch. It's the downfall everybody's always hated, and it's never been changed. And it may be because the copper on the pipe is too thin to hollow it out to give yourself a ledge like that in a Silver Bullet, which the switch will rest on. The BB is the same way. So there you go. I thought I'd put a proper review on my channel. I've never had the chuck properly reviewed. I just reviewed it as puffing on it, which I now know that that's not all there is to an e-cigarette. Peace out. Keep vaping, y'all. It's Malta. Late.